This is Ryan Elliott for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. We're in sunny Las Vegas. We've just concluded the Wilder Fury 2 press conference. We'll come on to that fight, but I'm delighted to be joined by Keith Hunter. Keith, thank you for speaking to me. How are you?
Thank you. I appreciate you as well. I'm terrific, man. The atmosphere here is amazing.
There is a great buzz around. We'll come on to all of this and all the camaraderie we've seen today. But you're back out next week on a Showbox card. Talk to me about that opportunity next Friday, I believe it is.
Yes, this will be my first television debut on Showtime, and man, I'm glad to have this opportunity so they'll be able to understand, my skill set. And, this is the third Mayweather fighter that they're putting in front of me, and I already took out two of them, so we're going to see what's happening with this third one.
How does it differ in your mind when you know you're going to be on television? You've got a big opportunity to impress now. Does it give you that extra zip in training?
Yes, it does, because, I wouldn't say it's pressure, but you have to hold yourself to a certain standard now because you know that it's going to be seen. So you want to definitely produce, So, I'm glad that they gave me proper timing to prepare for this one.
With that comes the pressure to perform. Do you thrive under that kind of pressure to get your name out there and producing an explosive showing?
Right, I want to hold up to everything because, I feel like my soul is really big. So when I get on a platform like this, they get bits and pieces of my soul, and I mean that in a good way, as far as like they understand like I'm a kid coming with a big heart, Now,
I've just been speaking to Michael over there, a relative of yours. Always in good spirits, always great to see the family. If you can you just sum up for me, what does boxing mean to this family?
Man, since my father got taken away from me, he didn't really get his chance before, it was his time. His time was up. So it means a lot. I'm the third gen. It means a lot for me because I'm the third generation bounty hunter. I'm Keith the Bounty Hunter the third. And, his legacy lives through me. Since he couldn't get it done in his lifetime, I have to carry that. And that means more than I can ever tell you in words. I have to just basically put poetry in motion, express it through the art.
It's something Michael's spoken about before in the past, obviously, with your late father, and this boxing gene that runs through you all. Do you feel empowered by that to go out and build your own legacy?
Yes, man. I'm fighting more with my own energy. I'm fighting with my father's energy. I have more than one lifetime of energy of like the passion consumes me a lot of the times when I'm working out. Because if I lose, I feel like that's disrespect on my father's name if I lose. So I can't have nobody disrespecting him,
Now, what is the plan for you going through this year? Obviously, you've got that big opportunity next Friday. How busy do you want to be? How active?
Man, I'm 27, so, I'm getting in my prime, and I don't want to take it slow. I really want to get as many as I can in there. I want to fight as many times as I can, but, taking it at the proper right pace,
Now, I was just speaking to your brother Michael. I first met Michael over in the UK. He fought over there. He came and beat Martin Bacoli in spite of being the underdog. He's gone on to do wonderful things in the heavyweight division since. He's been getting mobbed by British fans here today. It's bizarre to see, but is it in your mind to sort of join him at some point and fight abroad and maybe on one of them big UK shows at some point?
For sure. I went down there when my brother fought in 2012, and man, that was my first time ever going international. So the love there is ecstatic where I was. It was so amazing that I was able to connect with a lot of British, UK fans internationally, and they all gave me love. So I definitely want to go down there. I don't like airplanes, but I wouldn't mind taking an airplane for my fans if they come support. I'll bring my body over there.
For those watching this that are just sort of getting to know you for the first time, What is the end goal for you? What do you picture as the dream? What is Keith Hunter's dream, the end goal?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good question. I think the end goal is, without being too, corny, like I want to leave, again, my own legacy here, but before I'm done and I leave this earth, they will understand that, I'm really going to be in the Hall of Fame. I need to be in the Hall of Fame, and that will elevate my pop's name. So that's really kind of the end goal.
We'll come on to your brother Ripmore in a second, but just with you're facing Malik Hawkins next weekend, undefeated fighter, 18-0. How much have you seen of him, and what kind of fight do you expect?
I haven't really seen him personal, like in the gyms or anything, but I just seen like little clips. At this moment, I'm referring off his last fight with Darwin Price, and like I said, his head was not moving enough, and his feet was in the mud, and he doesn't have a traditional tall man art. I think he actually fights really well in the pocket for a tall guy, but he loses sight of certain things, and I think I can exploit that.
Just to get your thoughts on your division, the 10-stone division, red hot at the minute. Now, one fighter we love to talk about always, Josh Taylor, who is unified world champion from Scotland, someone we've watched come through from the very beginning. We've also got Ramirez as well, who holds the other 2 belts. They seem on a collision course. It seems inevitable that we will see all 4 belts aligned at some point. Who do you see as top dog in your division right now?
I think Ramirez. Ramirez was on my brother's team in the Olympics. So Ramirez, he goes to the body really well. He hasn't really been exposed too much. And Josh Kelly, I think his last fight against Progress Regis, that was too close. I've seen too many pockets in Josh Taylor. I won't say he got blessed. He earned it. But he definitely kind of exposed himself there. So I think Ramirez takes that. And I think he's the big dog there. And he's willing to go down and up. So that's the one.
Now, as I mentioned, Michael is stood over there. He's sort of waiting for his chance to get that world heavyweight title shot. It looks like he's going to have to wait a bit longer. But with Michael, what sort of names do you think we can expect to see him in with this year? Do you think he just needs to establish himself as the best away from the world champions ahead of that world title push?
That's a good question, too. The heavyweight is picking up in our time and era, and it's a little bit saturated, meaning like my brother's not getting, it's the same thing with my father. They're getting it at a good time to where he has to just stay consistent, beating people, and as long as he does his job, they can't really throw too many, people who aren't names in there. Eddie Hearn just quoted saying Michael Hunter is the boogeyman of the division. So he's scaring a lot of people because it's right now for my brother, it's a low risk. High risk with a low reward. So, right now, he as long as he keeps doing his job, he's going to get that. He's going to get his shot.
I'm sure he's got a keen eye on why I and many of the media over here. Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. We saw the press conference today, very lively. Plenty of mind games. Where do you sit on this fight? Can you pick a winner?
Again, I wouldn't put my money on either one of them because it was so close. You have Wilder who keeps his power all the way through every second of every round. So, but you have Tyson Fury with the skills to be able to stay away from all of that every second, every round. So it's like up in the air as far as I wouldn't put no money on it. But I can't give y'all a definitive prediction. I just know that it definitely is going to be something to watch, though, for sure. You definitely want to watch it.
Tyson Fury says he's seeking a second-round knockout. That could make for one hell of a spectacle if we're to believe him, couldn't it?
Right. The man is 250 pounds, and he's smart. So if he uses that ability and agility, he can catch Wilder, but I'm not really sure if I believe it. But hey, if he's carrying that, that if he does that'll put a lot for him. That'll give him a lot right there.
Keith, thank you for talking to me. It's been a pleasure. I'll leave the final word to you. Anything you'd like to add? Anyone? Any messages you'd like to send to anybody?
Man, I appreciate y'all. I'm trying to just, do the best I can and lead the pack in my division, in my game. I want everybody to follow me. I'm not really social media savvy. I want everybody to kind of follow me on social media. I only have Instagram, really, and that is Bounty Hunter the Third all together. The third is 3RD, or you can just put in my name, Keith Hunter, and it'll show a picture of me. So follow me. I appreciate you guys.
Keith, good luck. Thank you for the interview. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.